Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sirpiana Dewi. I'm from 5th semester. So in this video, I will tell you about choosing course content. So for managing the time, let me begin now. So choosing course content. The section about course content reflects the planner's assumption about the nature of language use, and language learning. What the most essential elements or unit of language are, and how this can organize as an efficient basis for second language learning. So for example, our writing course could potentially be planned around any of the following type of content. First, grammar, for example, using the present tense in description. And the second is function, for example, describing likes and dislikes. The choice of a particular approach to content selection will depend on subject matter knowledge, the learner's proficiency level, current views on second language learning and teaching, so conventional wisdom and convenience. Information gathered during needs analysis contribute to the planning of course content, as do additional ideas from the following searches. First is available literature on the topics. Next is published materials on the topic. Next is review of similar course offered elsewhere. And then reviews of tests or exam in the area. Next is analysis of students' problem. Next is consultation with teacher familiar with the topic, and the last one is consultation with specialists on the area. So next is about review and weaponry. So after selecting topics as the course content, it has to be carefully reviewed and refined with the following question to be asked. First is, are all the suggested topics necessary? Second, have any important topic been omitted? Third, is there sufficient time to cover them? Fourth, has sufficient priority been given to the most important areas? 5. Has enough emphasis been put on the different aspects of the areas identified? And the last one is, will the areas covered enable to students to attain the learning outcome? Next is determining the scope and sequence. Scope is concerned with the breadth and depth of coverage item in the course, that is, with the following question. First, what range of content will be covered? And next is, to what extent should each topic be covered? Sequencing of the content involves deciding which content is needed early in the course and which provide basis for things that will be learned. Criteria on sequencing. So simple to complex. Content present early is true to be simpler than the later items. This is typically seen the grammar content, but any course content can be graded in terms of difficulty. Next is chronology. Content is sequenced according to order in which events occur in the real world. For example, in writing a course, the organization may be based on the sequence writers are assumed to employ when composing. First, brainstorming. Second, creating. Third, revising. And fourth is editing. So B, chronology. C is need. Content is sequenced according to when the learners are most likely to need it outside of the classroom. D, prerequisite learning. The sequence of the context reflects where it is necessary at one point as a foundation for the next step in the learning process. Hold the part of or part the whole material at the beginning of the course may focus on the overall organization or structure of the topic before considering the individual components that make it. Alternatively, the course may focus on practicing the part before the whole. For example, reading a story. Spiral sequencing involves the recycling of items to ensure the learners have repeated opportunities to learn them. So preparing the scope and sequence plan. Once a course has been planned and organized, it then be described. One form in which it can be described is a scope and sequence plan. This might consist of listing of the module or units and their contents and an indication of how much teaching time each block in the course will require. So I think that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching this video. So I do apologize if I do a mistake. And as I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.